Welcome to Wishtrenders, we got you. Hi guys.
Oh my god, there are so many people.
My name is Iris.
And I'm Lorena.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you guys again. So what is our theme today, Iris?
Today's theme is about eye wrinkles.
Yes.
Whoa.
You guys have been asking a lot of questions about eye wrinkles, and therefore we have been taking your questions and putting them together in order to solve them all. And today we have a very good guest.
Yes,
her name
do.
is Audrey. Welcome, Audrey, guys. Excited. They're saying like, I want to get rid of my eye bags on everything.
Yeah.
This is Audrey. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Audrey. I'm from the United States and I'm 23 years old.
Okay, I suck, but there we go. Oh, pretty.
I think we should start with the questions.
We should. Let's break it down.
Yeah. Very cute, actually.
Well, before we get to that, we recently asked you guys on our YouTube community tab, what's the most important part when caring for eye wrinkles? And out of the 4 options, which was number 1, vitamin A intake, number 2, eye massage, number 3, eye cream, and number 4, proper daily eye cream, won with 50%. What do you guys think?
They are not too far off, but there are some things that you guys might learn from these.
Yeah, today's live.
Definitely.
But it was a smart answer.
Yeah,
I think I would have voted for eye cream.
Me too.
I think probably me too. I will be like bam 50.
Yeah, 50.
Like, they're like,
First question.
Ding dong.
So Mina Bunny asks, I would also like to know what ingredients to look out for and which ones are better or not better. Also, is it safe to use around the face? I know you mentioned some celebrities are using eye cream around their face.
Smart question.
Yeah, it is true. In a previous aging video, we mentioned that actress Park Joo-mi uses eye cream all over her face and neck because it's very good for the ingredients, and it's also very sensitive, good for sensitive skin. So you can use it definitely all over the face without any worries.
Yeah, and especially for eye creams, a very good ingredient to look out for is, surprisingly, number 1, caffeine, because it functions to reduce inflammation as well as brighten the under eyes, which is obviously going to be really helpful for your eye wrinkles and dark circles, because I know a lot of you guys have stressful times because of dark circles.
Even if you're young, you can not only prevent wrinkles, you can also help treat other things like puffiness and even like dark circles and any other things that you might get around the eyes from being tired, studying too much maybe. That used to happen to me all the time. So
panda eyes.
Also, there are other ingredients that are also very, very important. Like for example, Atsuki bean extract is very good, and also Oriental tea complex is very good because it has different types of teas, like persimmon leaf tea, like green tea, and those are very good. All of them antioxidants for the skin, so they're gonna help you prevent skin aging around the eyes. Also, fill and make the skin around the eyes much more flexible and much more plump, and that way you're gonna not only prevent wrinkles but keep this area very tight and very smooth.
Yes, smooth and like firm looking.
Firm and strong, and kind of like keep this area very good.
Yeah.
Like
However,
in shape.
There's like a few ingredients you have to watch out for. So parabens, we all know parabens a lot, but I learned 2 ingredients that I've never heard of, but that are like very bad for your skin, and it's phenoxyethanol and oxybenzone, and like similar ingredients to that, because I heard there's oxybenzene and also oxybenzone. So these kind of products, ingredients not only cause wrinkles, but it can induce allergies. So I recommend you look out for those products. Don't use them when you're using products.
Yeah, definitely. So to make it like a little bit another point, so we have to keep in mind that we need to use like antioxidants and things like caffeine and extracts that are good for the eyes, because they will also help reduce puffiness, and do not use parabens and any other ingredients that are not good for your eyes and your skin.
So this is one that we had in the comments. So when should you start caring for eye wrinkles? When is the right age that you need to start taking care?
Yes.
That's a very good question, don't you think, guys? Okay, what is your guys' answer? What do you think?
Well, before we started the live, I had to guess. But I think I'm right, so I'm gonna pass it over to you guys. What do you guys think?
Okay,
I think as soon as possible, really.
Yeah, prevention, we said prevention is key. So as soon as possible, even in your teens and your 20s, you should take care of your eyes. It doesn't mean that you have to necessarily use anti-wrinkle creams. It just means that you need to use something that is going to hydrate this area, and it's going to start hydrating it, because it's very thin. Like your skin in here is very thin and very prone to wrinkles. And also it produces less sebum. So it means it gets dry very easily. And if it gets dry, you're going to get more wrinkles on the long term. So if you keep this area hydrated, you're already preventing wrinkles. So it's good that you start early on.
And what I thought, and in particular, was the age of 20, because I heard this when I was younger. People were like, you gotta start using anti-aging products since you're like 20, because that's when aging officially starts. So like, even if you don't have visible wrinkles yet, and like all the tips we tell you guys today, if it's a little too much, like all these masks and, you know, all the videos we've done before, like anti-aging, just stick to moisturizing products like what we mentioned before. Like moisturizing the area is so important. So just try using moisturizing products 1 or 2 times a week, and that's probably going to get you to vast results if they build up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's better than nothing, you guys.
One in here that is very loved by you guys, which is this
show
blue.
us.
Yeah. Is the midnight blue activating.
Do you want to go up to the camera so they can see closer? Yeah, like the texture. And it's blue, you guys. It's actually blue. But it's not like an artificial blue color.
No, it comes from the Watsons.
Yeah.
Clear and natural looking.
So can you see in there? And it like absorbs very quickly and easily. And this is very good because if you put something that is too heavy, it's just gonna stay on top and it's not really going to hydrate, and also can potentially cause milia and other types of like acne around this area. So you don't want that. So stick to products that are light and just that hydrate well the skin.
And
in
not
this
greasy.
Yeah,
you don't want grease around your eyes.
Okay, Farheen Ilyas is wondering about prevention methods for eye wrinkles.
Oh, wow. We've got tons of these.
Yeah, we have been mentioning though that like one of the biggest things for prevention was of course skincare, so eye cream, but there are also like other things that you can do in order to prevent wrinkles, and one very important one is habits. You know, those things that we all have and they're kind of not that good for you. Like, for example, like we were talking about this, Iris doesn't see very well and she uses lenses. Does it happen to you, like when you wear lenses, like for a really long time, your eyes get kind of dry?
Of course. And not even just like inside my eye, like the iris of my eye, but like, you know, around the eye line. It gets super dry. So when you're blinking, it feels like I need more courage and like more action to blink.
So what do you do when that happens? You just rub your eyes when you start squinting and stuff like that. That's like very bad, guys. So try to keep that in mind when you guys are doing like your general like day-to-day life, because squinting and rubbing your eyes and just being in general like rough with this area when you put cream, when you wash your face, that's not very good. And if you keep that in mind, that's gonna help you a lot in order to prevent wrinkles, because it's your daily habits at the end what makes your like your body, your face, everything. And you're what you do.
It's a small step you can just put into your daily lives. And also, we all wear makeup, right? You guys, we all here wear makeup. And just
guilty.
Just as how makeup is important, cleansing is so important as well. I'm sure you guys get nagged a lot. And I'm sure some of you guys here have just went to sleep without... Are you guys guilty? Are you guys guilty?
I'm honestly the nagger.
Once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. So make sure you cleanse. And we recommend you cleanse really gently. So grab like a cotton pad and then wet it thoroughly with a cleanser and just put it onto your eyes and just let it absorb all the dirt and all the makeup, and then just put it onto there so it can break down the makeup and then break down the cosmetics, and then just swipe like really gently.
Right. Don't start rubbing immediately.
Never
let
do
it
that.
sit there, soak it up.
Swipe it gently, and then you gotta like finish out with a light wipe. And of course you want to wash your face after, but
just better just
stay
apply
gentle.
a little bit of pressure instead of rubbing, because rubbing motion is what makes like the area to get wrinkly. Also, someone said a very good tip, like Carla Marie wears sunglasses. Yeah, that's very important because sun damage is very bad for your eyes and for your skin in general.
Which we will talk about soon.
Later.
Sun damage,
But also, if you're wearing sunglasses, you're not squinting as well, so it's very good.
Girl with a pink bag. Oh, that's cute. I love pink. I think sunscreen is the most important part when it comes to preventing wrinkles.
What do you guys think?
I think
sunscreen
is
is
definitely one of the most important
for
steps.
everything.
The girl with the pink bag, tongue. Well done.
Good job.
Well done. Sunscreen, sun damage is one of the worst things when it comes to aging, so protecting skin from the sun is very important. And also many people keep in mind to put like sunscreen, and there was someone that said I started wearing sunscreen before because of a Wishtrend, so we're very happy because actually that's super important. But many people forget this area of the like of the face, like the under eyes and also like the top part. Also because you do makeup and stuff, you kind of like brush along and just start doing your makeup if you're a girl, but you should be mindful of keeping this area also protected. So here we have like, for example, one of our sunscreens, and you could apply just a tiny bit. You just put it on your hand like this, and then you apply. Just be careful to not put it on your eye. You know?
like not inside, but you know, just get close in
sometimes
there.
Done it like without meaning to, and I'm like,
yes.
it's very, very like uncomfortable. So just do it like this. Just put it in the eye, and it's gonna be it's gonna be very good in order to protect your skin around your eyes.
You know, protective sensitive skin from ultraviolet rays are so important, and especially like I used to be addicted to wearing sunscreen. It's like a weird obsession I had, but
a good obsession.
Yeah, a good obsession. But then there was a bad habit because I used to always wear sunscreen just like around the eyes. I never went close to the dark circles, so you gotta be careful. Like you have to get onto your dark circles and like underneath your eyes, but you gotta use something that's not stinging. Can you guys all see your finger?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, and then you want to just fill 2 blocks.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I think it's like a very lotion type.
Yeah.
And also it absorbs super quickly, and it leaves your skin with a very good like finish.
It's so soft.
It's moisturizing, guys.
And it smells nice.
And it doesn't like make your skin irritated at all. So it's very good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, we usually think of sunscreen as something you wear in the summer, or if you're going to the beach, if you're going to go out and play sports.
Under the sun.
Right, we don't think of it as like an everyday preventative step in your skincare. Okay, our next commenter says, I choose eye massage because I think stimulating the blood circulation is key. Moisturizing that area is important too, but for me it's unnecessary to use a separate eye cream since my overall face moisturizer is still well tolerated in the eye area.
Well, you know, the area around your eyes are super, super thin, and it's like paper thin, and it has very few protective membranes. So, like the comment we just read, squinting and making facial expressions can like cause really deep wrinkles. And if you guys are like me, I am like basically blind. I already told them before we started, but I keep squinting. If you guys have bad eyesight, and squinting is really bad for your eye wrinkles. So it's really good to like give them light massages time to time. But we actually recommend giving like a regular massage around your eyes, focusing on the pressure points so it can brighten up the dullness of the eyes. And people are gonna be like, but how?
Right.
How?
We will teach you.
We will teach you right now. So you guys, how about we follow along?
I will be demonstrating, and the girls will do it with me. So there are basically 3 main areas that you need to massage. It's the inner corners of the eyes, behind, like under your eyes, and also behind in this part in the like outer corners as well. So here, here, and here. So basically what you want to do with 2 fingers, you will do slight pressure going from the inner corners towards the outer corners, especially if you have a lot of like puffiness in this area. You can apply a little bit more pressure, and even like a cold cream or something like that will be very good, and you will just pressure the cream in there, and you can even do like tapping motions, like slow. So you will do like this from the inner corner towards the outer corner, and then you can just press a little bit longer in the outer corner and in the inner corners as well. And for even better like warming up the eye area and kind of like improve the circulation in this area and improve kind of like everything in here, you will use your 2 thumbs, and you will pressure in here for 30 seconds or so, and you can also use the same afterwards. You're warming up the whole area and kind of improving like in here like the whole water flow. But basically the most important is that you pressure for about 30 seconds, okay? And that will be really, really good in order to de-stress the eye area, which is another big cause of wrinkles.
So nice. Thank you to our viewers. Hearts to you guys.
We love you.
And I feel like before we end,
we should
we should do the chant. But before that, you guys, once again, if you haven't been able to join us since the beginning, our edited version and non-edited version, I believe, is going to be uploaded on our YouTube channel. So make sure you're stay tuned and subscribe. And like the beginning, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for watching.